Good afternoon, everyone. So today's topic is production planning and control. It is one of the important topic of industrial management and operations management. So first we talk about production planning and control. See, the production planning and control is the topic which consists of two separate things, which is production planning and production control. So first we need to know about what is production planning and what is production control separately. So production planning is, as the name suggests, it is a procedure where we define what we have to do, how we have to do, where we have to do. So everything, every estimation in advance regarding production is called production planning. It is a long term view of production so that you can fully optimize the production process. And now we come to production control. So production control is the controlling technique which is used to optimize the performance of production system throughout the production process. So when we combine these two, we can get the definition of production planning and control. So production planning and control refers to two strategy, that is production planning and production control, which work cohesively throughout the manufacturing process. See, the production planning and control is about coordinating and integrating entire manufacturing activities in a production system. Production planning and control is the process of planning production and controlling the operations during the production planning and control. And this can be done by establishing exact route by which each individual items, each part or assembly are to be located, and it can be fitted into the starting and finishing date of each of the important activity. There are, as we can see, that production planning and control covers all the processes during entire production process from start to end. So we can easily say that there are three stages in production planning and control. These stages are: first, planning stage, where we need to decide in advance what we have to do. Second is execution or action stage, where we need to execute what we have planned in planning stage. And third stage is monitoring or controlling stage, where we need to evaluate overall production process. There are certain objectives of production planning and control as well. So one of the objective includes to establish production limit and its requirement. It is done to ensure a smooth flow of production by removing all the problems and hindrance during the production process. Uh, it contributes to coordinate machineries and labors and other inputs to optimize the production process. It helps in purchasing and supply of material to conduct smooth running of production. So these are the certain objectives which can be associated with production planning and control. Now we move on to the process of production planning and control. There are several phases in production planning and control. So the first phase is routing, and the routing is the process by which we determine the correct sequence of operation to be performed during production process. See, the routing determine what work will be done first, and then it will be followed by which activity. It specifies the operations to be performed in the sequence of operation and the proper type of machine, equipment, and individual required for performing that job. Second stage or second phase of production planning and control is scheduling. So scheduling is the process of ranking different job and fixing priority of those jobs. Scheduling decides the starting and finishing time and date of each job to be prepared. It prepares a complete timetable by which all the activities need to be done, need to be start and finish. So scheduling is basically preparing a timetable for every step during production process. Then the step comes which is called loading. Loading is basically the element of production planning and control to assign a specific job to a specific man and a specific machine. That means at this stage we decide that which individual or which machine need to perform certain kind of job. Hence, it is a process of converting operation schedule into practice. Loading is done after testing the capacity of man and machine. Then only you can assign the job to a particular man or a particular machine. Then we move to phase of execution. First three stages is related to production planning. Next stage is the stage of actual performance or action stage, which is called dispatching here. So routing and scheduling are the primary activities, but the actual production begins when order is given to commence the operations according to schedule. So in dispatching, instructions are issued to the workers and workers are assigned particular operations to perform. So in this stage, actual implementation of plan is done. So then we move on to follow-up stage. When the execution is started, simultaneously the process of follow-up or evaluation also starts. So the process of follow-up uh, is having main objective to control the various functions during production process. It ensures that production process is according to schedule and according to plan what we have planned in previous stages. Then we come to inspection stage. So the inspection is about scanning the finished product, that it is adhered to the standards given or not. So this is the stage of inspection. Now, if there is no difference between standards given and the actual product which is made, then the production planning and control phase is finished. But if there is any difference between these two, we need to move on to correction stage. At this stage, whatever we can do to correct the product and it match to the product with the standard given, we took these measures. So this is the process of production planning and control. There are certain utilities of production planning and control. An organization spend a lot of time to prepare production planning and control measures. So there are certainly certain benefits of it also. So first benefit is it is done to avoid last hour rush, because if you are getting any order and then you will decide how you have to do, how much time it will going to be taken, so it will create a rush at the 11th hour. So production planning and control, when done in advance, it will help you in avoiding last hour rush. And when you prepare a production planning and control, so you are able to find out where are the areas which are problematic, or where are the areas where bottleneck has been created, so that you can reduce these bottlenecks or problem area. Then production planning and control also helps in reduction in cost due to less wastages, less time consumption. Uh, then next utility is optimum utilization of resources. Uh, when uh, when an organization do production planning and control, you get to know that what resources are utilized and what are the resources which is ideal at that time. So you can utilize that idle resources to some other place so that you can optimum utilize the resources. Then you can better coordinate the plant activities, because you know each and every activity, and what is the sequence of each and every activity, so that you can get better coordination between all the plant's activities. It will also benefit to the workers, because they know what they have to perform, by which time they had to perform. So it will also gives clarity to workers. And then improve services to the customer. When you plan and when you properly manage everything in an organization, and you do production planning and control activity, it certainly helps the organization to improve their services or product too, which they are providing to the customers. So this is all about production planning and control, process, objectives, and all. I hope you understand the concept. For now, thank you so much.